Hello and welcome. We got ourselves another Extra Life Grim Dawn stream this weekend. As always, this is a stream we do every weekend for Extra Life. Please consider using the link either at the top of the screen or it's also in the description. If you are able to donate, I encourage you to, or just like and share the video to get it out to more people. It's for a good cause, helping out some sick kids. All donations go straight to, using my link, will go straight to Phoenix Children's Hospital through Extra Life. Always great to help out little kids in need and their families when they're dealing with something like being in the hospital or dealing with some form of illness. It's never fun. It's never a great time, but Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals does a great job of making it that little bit easier for everyone. Sorry, my keyboard is changing things on me all of a sudden, and it's doing different flashing colors, and I don't need it to be doing different flashing colors. And there. Alright. I had to also share the stream link, of course. Alright. So last time we killed the big bad Bandit Leader. And now we gotta figure out the food situation for the survivors by going through Smugglers Pass. I was curious about something I was thinking about before starting the stream today. Because there's this spirit guide person, right?
Clear your mind of regrets.
Okay, so it wouldn't let me change classes. It's just gonna let me rearrange points. Okay. That's whatever.
Farewell.
I will say we never noticed this quest over here. So new, some clothes. Alex and Jane deserve better than this. Oof. Waterfront and Burwich would be a good place to start looking. Okay. This technically takes us away from our main quest, but I don't know. Let's go try it. Abandoned waterfront. So we need to go northwest. I just realized I forgot to summon all my dudes. Should definitely do that first. There we go. All 9 skeletons are out. We are ready to party. Just trying to... Oh. Still can't go that way. Oh. Alright, that was simple enough. bet this is the abandoned waterfront, right? Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Now, fabric. I was just about to say, so where are we supposed to be getting this fabric? It seems to be, I guess, they're drops from chests, I guess. Well, it's also getting us good materials as well, so we'll take it. I have been tempted to make an alt to just grind for components off stream. Still might do that. Oh, there was some more fabric, and I'm assuming this is the last of it. There we go. More fabric. I also see a lovely little totem out there. We should go do for the experience. I don't know what... Oh, there we go. Something I haven't actually been looking at that I now realize is let's find an enemy real quick, because I thought, based on what we were seeing last time, that they scale. Okay, so I think they're still scaling, but each zone has kind of a maximum level they can be. So you can still out-level a zone by the looks of it, because I'm level 34, and that's why I'm like, we're just tearing through everything here. And it's giving, like, piddling amounts of XP. Okay. Well, we did the fabric quest. Let's just go back and turn that in right away and keep going the way that we're supposed to be going. Apologies if I mute myself every now and then. I am still getting over being a bit sick, so I might cough here and there, like probably right now. Ugh. Did you find some fabric? Here it is. Whoa. Alright then. I'm wearing nothing but rags. Oh, and please take this jacket I've been working on. Happy to help. Well, the settlement looks a little bit more pleasant, doesn't it? I guess since we're here, might as well, I see. This gives a bonus to pets, alright. Nah, it's... Yeah. That's it. Is it just right click? Okay. Yeah, that can go... That can go... yeah, sorry, I just really don't have a use for it.
See you around.
These blues, I guess we can...
Got something you need stashed.
Yeah, okay. we go. Don't I already have this explorer's cover though? Yeah. Okay, so we can sell that. This one... Don't believe I have it. Oops. God dang it. There we go. Okay.
I'll keep an eye out.
I'm not gonna bother reading that. It's story from a while ago now.
That skill's not ready.
Alright. We stopped right at the Smugglers Pass rift last time. So we're gonna pick up here. Whoa! Nine of our dudes back. Something about the sound design in this area makes this way more creepy. Alright then. Whoa. That's cool. That's a cool touch by the art director or the environment artist that just put those there. It looks like a 2D effect, kind of, though. They don't... Like, maybe they're 3D? They could be. Something about them seems kind of off, though. Like, trying to figure out... I'm pretty sure they're doing some trick here to save on resources, but I can't figure out what the trick is. Get these trolls. Whoa. There we go. Whew. That was a little hard. Alright, well apparently this was the way that we're supposed to go. So let's just keep going. See where it takes us. Dead Man's Gulch. Whoa. This is some ethereal craziness. Oh, it hurts us. Hurts us to stand in the ethereal craziness. Noted. Love a good ragdoll. So, flesh warped commander. So, is there like a civil war going on between the half trolls and like ethereal corrupted half trolls or something? Dead Man's Gulch Rift. Oh, I see humans. Hello there.
Well, if it isn't my old friend from Devil's Crossing. I had a feeling you'd be making your way through here. I haven't been entirely honest with you. I'm not a chef, not by profession anyway, although maybe that would have been a better path. As it is, I'm an assassin and former First Blade of the Erelon Emperor. It's a title I've not always been proud to bear, as my line of work has not always been virtuous. But I dealt with threats to the Empire. Now all of humanity is threatened by foes more deadly than anything we've faced before. It is, however, a time when I can put my talents to a more noble purpose. You haven't been entirely forthright with me either, Taken, but don't worry. I'm the keeper of many secrets.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember who this dude is. He looks and sounds kind of familiar, but yeah.
Taken? Well, formerly so, if we get down to semantics. The Ethereal left you just before you hanged to death. Am I not correct? My sources are quite good, if I say so myself. But you trusted me, and now I shall trust you. My job was to scout the countryside, get bearings on enemy strongholds, and investigate weaknesses. Your mention of people surviving out in Devil's Crossing was intriguing, so I wanted to see it for myself. Having learned everything I could about the area, I felt it was time to return to my men in Homestead. Can't say I like it any more than they do, but I am working alongside the Black Legion. They are all that remain of the Imperium's forces. I came upon these refugees on my way through Smugglers Pass. They were trapped and would soon have become food or entertainment for the trolls. I had to do something. Now we're stuck out here, caught in the midst of a battle between the trolls and the Ethereal
Yeah, I was right.
The tunnel to Homestead is blocked by aether fire, and the only option now is a passage through the mountain deeps. It is a foul place at the bottom of the world, infested with all manner of terrible things that hate the sun. There is no way these people would survive down there. In Devil's Crossing, I saw that you had the power to open rifts. I need you to fight your way to Homestead, secure a rift, and come back for us. So please, help these people. Below is an entrance to the deeps. From there, you'll exit onto the dusty road that will lead you into Homestead. Be swift. I'm not sure how much longer I can hold off the trolls before they come in force.
All right. Whoa. We're a little bit closer, I think, to this. Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm messing with the shadows, seeing what the lighting engine's wanting to do. We're basically in the Underdark. It's the Underdark. Yeah, we're in the Underdark. Oh. What happened to all my skeletons? Nope. Lots of spiders just dying on their way down. Get out of the acid. Wait for it to pass. Oh, a chest. Sure. Don't know if that was worth it, I'll be honest. Oh, shrine. Shrine has been restored. We're working on the fiend now. Boom, just a flat plus 30% all damage for my pets. Awesome. Da, 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 da. So many spiders. They're kind of creeping me out. Oop. Whew. Sorry, another coughing fit. Kind of not going with any rhyme or reason to my direction here. Yeah, get him, fiend. Whoa! Man, everything exploding into poison when you're a melee character. Not good. What's my poison resistance at? 41%? That's poison and acid. Interesting that they lump those together when they are two separate types. It's weird. Alright, is this where we needed to end up? Prospector's Trail. Seek a way to Homestead. So we totally haven't... Maybe this is where we're going next. No, Homestead's north is where we want to go. I don't know how we get over here. Maybe Smugglers Pass a different way. I haven't been exploring the map as much as I normally do, because I think I'm just trying to see this quest through mostly. Sounds good. A detonation site down below. I still have some dynamite on me. There we go. All my dynamite. I didn't even read what this kind of leads to. The Pine Barrens. Oh! This is going the wrong direction for where we need to, but it'll probably get us over there. Drangul Enforcer. So, are these guys aren't still the half trolls. These guys are something else now. So what are these new enemies? Like ghouls. Briarthorn Horror. They're beastkin. So are they like gnolls? Gnolls maybe? Hyena men? Or just like beastmen? Sort of thing. Thingamajig. There we go. Purging Chain of Readiness.
That skill's not ready.
So those were ethereals. You guys must be like goblins or something. Ugh. God, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mages. Oh, that's pretty wild. Yeah, there we go. And hey! What brings me here? I see. Well, I can't stop you from going out there, but I must warn you that the wilds up there are not to be trifled with. The jagged waste to the west is full of manticores. Venture through there, and perhaps you'd be willing to bring something. Sure, what do you need? Manticore waste stalkers pack a potent venom up in their barbed tails. Burn through nearly anything. Oh, so the Empire is dealing with Chthonian invaders. So with cultists. Alright. Up near Homestead. Starting to bring in the larger demons from the void. Need to turn the tide. If bringing back a venom gland from waste stalkers, then I'll gladly provide you with a blade specially coated with their poison. Sure, why not? Black Legion, that's correct. We are the Death's Bannermen, defenders of the Empire. We are addressing Sergeant Valor of the Death Marks. Defenders of the Empire, great job. A minute, overseeing the commanders gave the only sane order there was, retreat. Many of us didn't make it out of there, or killed or worse, possessed. Used to think those that perished were the lucky ones, not so sure anymore with the dead rising. Need any help? To the west is the Jagged Wastes. There you'll find a pride of manticores. Alright, let's go in there anyways. Let's go do these side quests. Why not? Keep trying to head west. There we go. I'm just gonna keep pushing myself in the western direction. Which at this point might just mean hugging this western wall. Oh wait. There we go. This is the way we're supposed to be going. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Pixar, please don't sue me. Hey, there we go. Oh, I just need the one? Well. What was that I just picked up? Oh, it was a polished emerald, okay. The same thing we've been getting. Nah, I'm not into it right now. All right. Pretty sure I saw a star in this direction, which means that the boss we need to fight is over here. Instantly dead. Oh, it's not. Why was that one starred? If that wasn't Mogura. I'm just gonna move to the side. Yeah, that's right. So last time we fully leveled up all our skeleton stuff. Now we're working towards this. Yeah, I'm gonna just do that really quick. So that way I get access to this and consecration. Still gotta find Mogura. Mogara. Mogura. Oh, another star. Nope. Another Manticore Waste Stalker. God, the like 5 skeleton mages that we have is insane. They deal so much damage. No, no, you're not. Alright. She got one good hit on me and then I killed her. You are also not Mogura. Alright, what about over here? Nope. Still nothing. Yeah, another enemy hero killed though. That's right, I have a point here to spend. Do a little organization. I just realized I never sold that. Huh. Oh well. Jeez. Got him. Alright. Mogura's gotta be in here, right? Can I only pick up one? There you are. Whew. A little scary. Ooh. That seems like a better set of boots. Health regen, movement speed, slow resist. Do I have another Mark of the Traveler in here by chance? Spellwoven threads. I do not. Still think. Did I didn't. There we go. I was like, should pick it up. Still think I'm just gonna put it on for now. Interesting, that only lets me pick up one. They were over here, I believe, right? That's gonna make me walk all the way back. Unless this is a shortcut. I don't think it's going to be, but that would be nice. Oh, it looks like it is, actually. Or we just took the long way. Alright. No, yeah, we want to go this way. Aw, man. Could've just teleported. Here's the venom. I mean, it's a decent longsword. Manticore blade of your own should serve you well against less friendly humans and hopefully Chthonians. Old Bloodbriar. Terrorizing the farmers and homestead? Alright, so back to where we need to go. Sounds good. Mogra is dead. What you need? Great Spider, the farm is called Ungoliax the Gloom Reaver, has her lair in a cavern somewhere within the shaded basin to the south. Shaded Briar to the south, so I mean it's going back over here, right? Or Shaded Basin. Bloodbriar. Grr. I'm going to... here. Yeah, and I have to head north from here to get to Homestead. Like, Homestead should be this direction, I believe. There we go. Flesh Warped Flame Eye, Flesh Warped Vanguard. So they're beastkin, they're not human. I know this is technically heading the wrong way, but... nope. Let's keep it going north. There we go, and rather not fight them in the green electricity because it hurts my guys. Hey, we found Homestead. And there's a boss right here.
That skill's not ready.
Whoa. You guys, didn't want to help at all?
Ah, we speak at last. As I am sure you know, there are many who now cast their gaze upon you, traveler. Or should I say, taken. I cannot speak of such things in this place.
Yeah. I was like, we've talked to the... So this is another major town by the looks of it then.
These are trying times, but we will persevere.
Homestead, okay. What brings you to our sanctuary? I come from Devil's Crossing. I was wondering if we could trade for food. Not in a position to help right now. Frankly, we could use some help ourselves. With the Black Legion hell-bent on destroying every ethereal and Chthonian they see, they've lost sight of the issues plaguing the very people they are trying to protect. What is the problem? After the Grim Dawn, many of our neighbors were forced to abandon their homes and flee here. Together we built Homestead up into a sanctuary, but it came at a loss of countless other farmsteads. When the Black Legion arrived, we were able to recover a few fields, but not nearly enough to feed everyone. Captain Summer considers the resources available to be sufficient for her campaign, and has deemed any further efforts to restore the farmland to be secondary to the Legion's mission. The Dermapterans? Dermapterans, a vile infestation that plagues this land every few years, are running rampant throughout our lands, devouring all they see and laying their eggs. If we don't act soon, our harvest will be ruined and the land left barren. There are 2 farms just west of here belonging to Elmsworth and Thornsbury, which would be the ideal next steps in expanding our food production. If you could clear out the Dermapteran egg clusters there, along with any Dermapteran protecting them, then perhaps I can convince the captain to at least assign guards to the farms, and allow our men to work the fields. I'll see to it that they are justly compensated. That you are justly compensated. What do you say? Yeah, I'll clear it out. Oh. Wait, increase. Hang on a minute. Where? Journal of Inquisitor Creed. Yeah, it is the dude that we were reading his journals from Krieg's laboratory. Much time has passed since my last entry. Following my escape from Krieg's laboratory, I have raced against time and lost. Passed through the darkness and flame and witnessed the ruin of the world as I knew it. Even as I assumed key figures in the capital were likely to be possessed by the entities we now call ethereals. Excuse me. I reasoned that it was only with support from within capital that we could hope to thwart them. Any action that began outside of the capital could be spun as a political rebellion and crushed with the Empire's own forces before the truth could be exposed. Thus, I cast the dice and raced towards the heart of Erelon, trying to conceal myself as best I could. Upon my arrival, I proceeded cautiously, booking a room at a squalid inn near the west gates, in an effort to keep my arrival secret. Initially, I sought out old acquaintances, assuming if I could detect some change in personality or behavior, might reveal possession. A few awkward reunions made it painfully obvious that years on the road, carrying out my duties as an Inquisitor, had left me out of touch and unable to discern whether any changes were the result of possession or just the passage of time and faded memories. The only gamble left then was to report back to the Citadel of the Luminari and see what came of it. I never made it there. Waiting until the sunlight dwindled and crowds thinned in the streets below, I rose to leave, but was quite startled to see that a shadowy figure had somehow silently breached my room, evading all of the wards set against intruders. This is how I came into cooperation with the First Blade. Oh, so the dude that we gotta go rescue back in Dead Man's Gulch there is now working with Inquisitor Creed.
No end in sight.
And he's now part of the Black Legion. How did you escape from Warden Krieg's lab? As an Inquisitor, I had access to many occult artifacts and relics that come into the safekeepings of the Luminari. Some that were deemed more benign were occasionally lent out to veteran Inquisitors, and I've used them to great advantage. Krieg underestimated that. Could I have access to some of these? These aren't toys we just hand out to everybody. They're powerful artifacts that have to be handled carefully. Besides that, they are now irreplaceable as the Vault of the Luminari has fallen into the hands of our enemies. I can only hope that the Ethereals never discern the power of some of the more potent objects within the vaults, or at least wise enough not to use them. In any case, I'm afraid the answer is no. What does an Inquisitor do? I've been kind of curious about this personally. The Inquisitors of the Luminari were responsible for investigating and eliminating any supernatural threats within the Empire. That could mean anything from breaking up an occult coven to securing a dangerous artifact, or even hunting down otherworldly creatures that occasionally cross the veil between realities. The Cult of Cthon was one of the greatest challenges because the root of it, the Dying God, is beyond our reach or power to destroy. It has been with us since ancient times. Given the recent rise to power, it also seems to be one of our greatest failures. Interesting. Maybe a boring lore dump, but considering also, what if I just touched the lectern? Oh, another entry popped out. It was known that anyone of significance who fomented discontent, okay, or posed a real threat to the rule of the Emperor might be visited by the First Blade. I had never stirred such controversy, but I always imagined if such an encounter took place, I could put up a respectable fight. I never got the chance. Taken unawares, I was disarmed before I even knew what was happening. Had he sought my death, I would not have even witnessed the killing stroke fall. However, he seemed more interested in answers instead, and in turn, provided me with an account of his own events that confirmed my worst fears. The First Blade revealed that only days prior, he had been forced to turn his knives on the Emperor himself by his own command. Despite the myriad safeguards protecting the Emperor, both mundane and arcane, he had become host to an ethereal. Through strength of mind, he had usurped his possessor long enough to summon the First Blade, command his own execution, and charge the assassin with ensuring that his son, the young prince, survived to reclaim the throne. His last commands issued, the Emperor's consciousness slipped once again under the control of the Ethereal, and a desperate battle ensued. The First Blade reported that he believed the Emperor and the Ethereal within him slain, but given his inexperience with the entities, could not say anything for certain. He relayed he had secretly taken the prince and put him into hiding, but declined to elaborate. The First Blade said he intended to retire his imperial title and had chosen the name Olgrim, which made me curious as to whether it was an intentional reference to the mythic character. Sorry, I'm looking up Olgrim mythology. I'm like, Olgrim isn't derived from a myth. He's the guy they make myths about. A nigh immortal necromancer savant. He's real. What you're trying to do is separate the Davy Crockett fanfiction from the actual historical events when the dude actually is a one-man nation toppling army. Okay. I don't know if that was the most helpful. final troubling detail was that no proclamation of the Emperor's passing had been issued. Not only did this demonstrate the Ethereals had sufficient control of the palace to conceal the death, but given that they couldn't hope to hide the Emperor's absence for long, it suggested the next phase of their operation was imminent. I strategized with Ulgrim long into the night, formulating a plan to counter the Ethereals, but ultimately, we agreed we could not defeat their conspiracy in time. The only course left was to gather whatever people and resources we could, go to ground, and weather the coming storm, then find a way to counter the invaders. We agreed that the Black Legion would be our best hope in securing allies. As a conscripted army of criminals, debtors, and political dissidents bound to service, it seemed unlikely that the Ethereals would have any reason to infiltrate them, and they could control them indirectly through the military high command. The next step was to discreetly make contact. Alright, well that makes me want to... Faction window. The Black Legion. Alright. Fort Icon. Darkvale. Tomb of Acheron. Fort Icon. Okay. Bastion of Chaos. Okay, so we will eventually get to Fort Icon. What I'm mildly confused about is I would assume Fort Icon would be by the Imperial capital. Does that mean that the Imperial capital is now the Necropolis? Interesting. Okay. Alright, the Black Legion are the Imperium's elite. Death's bannermen sent forth to act out the Emperor's will with great prejudice. Legends of their valor intermingle with equally common tales of their cruelty and violence. Regardless of whether they are respected or feared, the Black Legion was the only Imperial regiment to escape the fallen capital following the Grim Dawn, and might now represent the only hope humanity has left of ever fighting back. Okay. I never realized we made it to respected with the Rovers. Also, we're more respected by the Rovers than we are at Devil's Crossing. That's wild. Okay. Oop, oop. Oh, there's our stash. So we do get a stash in this town. Salvage dealer. I see a lot of stuff in my inventory that I want to sell. Eh. Nope. And nope. 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 No, that's cool. Nope. I need to keep that. Does a good bit more damage, but I gotta say, this thing is still great. Nah.
spent.
North of the homestead, I set off from the foothills, making my way through the warren of low stone walls, fences that I was undetected. I made it to the valley of two hills near the river. Something I can barely comprehend. An unearthly black pillar that was nearly neither stone nor flesh, drifting slowly across the land as would a low cloud. A sickly green glow burned at its core. Great writhing tendrils hung from somewhere underneath the shifting black shell. I watched in mounting dread as the unholy obelisk slowed and then, without warning, burrowed the hooks of the dangling tentacles into the ground. The ground began to wither and glow with the same unwholesome green. Pulled itself into the ground with a sound that made me feel as if the earth was dying. It began glowing so brightly I could hardly look. Its power seeped in the ground, twisted and corrupted things as it spread. It lingered for nearly an hour. It was about to leave when the obelisk erupted from the ground and drifted to an untouched patch of land to begin the cycle again. We must act soon, or there will be nothing left to save. Oh, that's interesting, actually.
See anything you like?
I doubt it. To be honest, I doubt it. Yep. Greatly doubting it. No. Just off raw stats, yeah, like a lot of these are kind of better, but yeah, I'll buy scrap. Why not? It's 2,000 for a spike, 2,000 for all of these. It's wild.
See you around. Come see what's left of my wares.
This actually might be a good thing to buy a bunch of.
Put it to good use.
Okay. Well, let us go to Dead Man's Gulch. Pick up the first blade. There it is.
So how doomed are we?
I've secured the way via Riftgate.
I can't say I enjoyed my first travel by Rift, but it's certainly better than the alternative.
See you all in Homestead. My bet is one of those people is the prince. I just want to explore a bit more. Kind of reminds me of like Radiation and Fallout. I have a feeling we're gonna die, sealed by the Black Legion. So I couldn't open it anyway, so there's no point in me risking my life to go through all of that. Let's go back to the Pine Barrens and let's do these two side quests. In the Shaded Basin. Yeah, these guys are goblins. They're grobles. Grobles. God, do I have 6 wizards now? 7 wizards now. Ugh. I see. This is probably a spider cave. The Gloom Weaver. Ungoliax. Which just means someone read their Tolkien. Do. Come on, we can do it. I swear that looked like a bunch of them just died upon me walking towards them, which was weird. No, I'm not even gonna bother. Okay, is this gonna take me out or further in? Okay. Still looking for Ungoliax. Ooh, but we found a shrine. There she is.
Not ready.
Heck yeah. Ruined Shrine. Take a serrated spike. Haunt. Veil Warden Band. +2 to Reaping Strike. I think the other rig's still better. Some more chaos resistance. We just need 2 more and then we get to this. Get to start working in the chain. Eldritch Hound abilities. The thing is, I don't know what we're gonna go for after that. If I look up pet. Oh, maybe the crow? The raven, sorry. It would take 5 green. So we would have 5 green by then. Well, actually, we'll have it after this, because this is going to give us 2 and 3. Okay. What about you? What about Froggy here? Attack compared to health. It's not bad. Bleeding resist. That's just a bunch of defense stuff. Mogdragon the Wolf. Bleeding damage. It's gonna give me a bunch of health. A bunch of bleed damage. Plus 50% elemental resistance, also nice. Okay. That's possibly an interesting one. What are you? Abomination. The Insatiable Knight. Dying God. Interesting. You could be good. 20%, 60%. I don't have to decide on this now. I did just kind of want to look around because I was curious. That's just more bleed damage for pets. Well, we got the whole chain to do. And the chain's gonna take a while too. Alright, we did Mogdragon. Or not Mogdragon, we get Ungoliax. Let's go out the other exit to see if maybe that gets us closer to Old Bloodbriar. Yeah, just put us further south. Okay. Really? The trees are stopping me? Foiled by trees. It's interesting to me that this cave entrance isn't on the map. Bloodbriar's Lair. Hey, there we go. Glad we decided to go in here. Did not think he would be in a cave. just give me another field boss. There we go. I was like, I know I saw another thing to loot. Let's keep it moving. There's old Bloodbriar. Cool. Okay. And nothing. Ooh. Ooh. Actually, that's a pretty good upgrade. I'll happily take me some of that. Yes, please. And I already have an emerald to put in you. The inscription. Actually, pierce damage, vitality. That is a lot better. I'm losing a little defensive stuff though. We already looked at that. Yeah. Did anything end up in that bag yet? No. Nah. So we're good. We're good. Doing good. Ah, I see. Interesting. One led to the other. I was hoping it would just let me do it from there, but... With a few new bruises, I might add. Bloodbriar is no more. I'll be pleased to hear of this. Glad I could help. Gloomweaver is no more. And one last mission. Alright, what do you need? Blood Feast the Ruthless is a vicious Drangul that was driven local Grobles into a frenzy. With the Drangul rallying with them under a single banner, the Grobles are becoming a serious threat to the region that cannot be ignored. If you slay Bloodfeast, then the Grobles should scatter and return to their tribal groups. Bloodfeast makes his home in a nearby ruined fort known as Tyrant's Hold to the east. Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta spend my stuff. Alright. Oh man, that's gonna take me a while to get to Rebuke. That's just Thorn's damage. No, I should follow my plan. Follow the plan. Ah, man, he says to the east. Oh, that totally means it's all the way over here. Is my personal rift still there? Why? Why? Do I have to do it like this? Oh, that's what I had to do. Okay. I guess because I was using the map to try and do it, it was like, you're trying to teleport to your personal rift from your personal rift. Can't be doing that. Oh. I ruined it. Absolutely ruined it. Alright, time for the long walk. Oop. Now, I am not saying that I am not enjoying playing as my current build as a Necromancer Paladin, because I do still like it. But I am getting that itch that I get in a lot of games where I'm like, I want to do a new thing. I want to create a new character and see what that's like. Thankfully, this stream is holding that instinct at bay. But yeah, I really want to try and make like a soldier arcanist, like very Gish sort of thing. Okay, well... That's annoying. I really don't understand that map design. Like, the way that this is kind of a different colored border than everything makes me feel like it's supposed to go away, or I should be able to do something to make it go away. And, you know, maybe that's intentional, but it's giving me no hint as to how to make it go away. I'm gonna keep following this road. Nope, I'm gonna follow this road. Arcovian Docks. Okay. Now this is officially the wrong way to go. But I am curious about it, because I feel like this is supposed to connect with the bridge. And I bet we can fix that bridge from the other side. As in from this side that we're on. Okay. I'm gonna keep heading in that direction towards the bridge. Oh. I see a rift. I think I'm technically not supposed to be here yet, because I can see all the enemies are a little higher level than me. Yeah. 10 scrap and 8,000. I apparently had the scrap for it. We repaired your bridge. Cool. Alright. I have to fight my way all the way back. Yeah, this was an unnecessary detour. But cool that it's there. I'm just gonna keep moving. Just keep. Do. Alright, back into Tyrant's Hold we are. Get the Grobles. Death to Grobles. Have any real idea as to where I should or should not be going. Kinda just winging it right now. Not enough dynamite to break open the treasure trove. Oh no. Oh, I see a shrine. Now we have to figure out our way to that shrine. Oh, come on. Really? That is not player-friendly level design whatsoever. Look at that. Only way in and out. Right down there. Also, the pathing of your character is not overly friendly either. Because what I just tried right there was to click down on the ground to see if my character would know the path around. Oh wow, we were yeah, to see if they would know the path around where the battlements down onto the stairs, but they didn't. He just walked right into the wall. Shrine. You need a searing eber? I have so many. Please take it. Thunder touch bracers. I am also curious about a build of a shaman and a necromancer together because I think those are two pet classes. I think the occultist gets some pets too. I'm really only taking guesses at it due to on gear, like seeing names of abilities and stuff. Ah. 80% fire damage. So if I go here, oh, I have a point to spend over here too. Put into cunning. Yeah. So if I go here, character, physical, magical, pet bonuses. Plus 140% damage. Couple pluses to resist. Mostly Aether resist, bleed resist, and freeze. A little bit in fire, cold, and lightning. 140% bonus, and I feel like they're getting even more. I bet if I did the math, it'd be even better. What? Pardon me. Alright, now to walk our little buns all the way back around. I'm just gonna explore this little corner because it's gonna bother me. Alright. So I could go just straight this way, not go all the way that we were before, and see where this gets me. Imperial Proclamation. Interesting. Oh man. Pets. It's weird to call my skeletons pets, not summons. Ooh. Just keep swimming. Vigorous Sapphire Band of Blight. This feels like this was supposed to break in some fashion. Arbogol. It feels like we're getting lots of good levels. Ugh. Coughing is the worst. Da 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 da. Alright, here we go. We're doing okay. Getting lots of goblin effigies. Grobel. Yeah, no point. Man, I'm not gonna have a good mix of skeletons anymore, and by that I mean all mages. Let's keep it running. What? No. No. Aw, man. Oh, that's so far. Oh my god, that sucks. Oh, that sucks so bad. Oh. See, I just didn't pay attention to that. It was only gonna say exit or entrance, though. It wasn't gonna actually tell me where it was going, because they never do. Oh, man. And there's no... Why is there no way back? Like, this doesn't even make narrative sense. Like, how did I get here? Is it that I came up this way? Like, I came down that path there? And clambered up here? Let me clamber back down. Oh, that's so annoying. Alright, well... Time for a walking simulator. Take me to Tyrant's Hole. Actually, I bet this is quicker. I bet it's quicker to go from Twin Falls here, back up through. Oh boy. Whew, that was a boss way over leveled for me, but I'll take it. This enables the ability to dual wield ranged weapons. Cool. So I think that means we technically, that weapon, that little attack he was using against us, now we can do. All right. That's really pissed me off. 'Cause now we have to navigate all the way through the underground portion as well, all over again. I don't know how good your game is, if your level design is, I should say, not the game as a whole on this, but if I'm just staring at the map more than I am your actual game. All right. So I'm supposed to be here, right? Like, I am supposed to be down here. And then just fort entrance. It says fort entrance, and it just takes me outside with no way back in. That is horrible labeling. Horrible.
I can't do that yet.
Oh, there's Blood Feast. I want that dynamite. And also there's a bunch of treasure in here, so. Open 10 one-shot chests. Interesting. That tells me that they don't label them as such, but there's certain chests that you can open over and over again. And you restart the game, spawn back in, and then run over there, and then you can reopen that chest. And then there's some chests that are one-time use. He's dead. Be sure to include your reports back to Captain Summer and Homestead. Alright. Now I need to go to Homestead. Ah. That is expansion content. Colin, you are the one who helped us back in Dead Man's Gulch. I was wondering if you could help us again. What is it? Despite Olgrim's insistence that she set out into the depths of Rhone in search of rescue and supplies. Now that we've arrived in Homestead, my sister's nowhere to be found. I'm beginning to worry that she never made it out of the mountain deeps. Would you please look for her? I fear the worst. Okay. The mountain deeps, though. What is happening? What is happening to that dummy? Which of my things is doing that? This? I truly don't know which of my auras is doing that. Oh, well, there's Captain Summer. Alright,
I
Olgrim.
wasn't sure you'd make it, but you pulled through. Those people owe you their lives. I wish that was the end of our troubles, but there is a mounting threat on the horizon that threatens to wipe us all out. I'm
What do
going
we
to
do?
check in with Creed here, but I suggest you speak to Captain Sommer. She's the Black Legion officer in charge of this sorry bunch. Look for the grumpy middle-aged hag in Black Legion armor. She'll fill you in on the situation.
Alright.
I'll skip the pleasantries. Olgrim tells me you're one tough slith, and right now that's what I need most. Will you fight for the Black Legion? You
What's
are
the Black
joking,
Legion?
right? We are the Imperium's most infamous, if not elite, legion. Conscripted from criminals and political outcasts and tempered in the front lines of the Empire's most brutal wars. The only regiment of the Emperor's legions that has survived the massacre in the capital, if you could consider the losses we suffered surviving. I'd love to tell you our history, but I really have more important matters to attend to, such as the mission I need you for. The question really is, are you up to it? The Legion is split on two fronts. To the north, we have the Cult of Cthon. Nasty bastards keen on turning all of us into a puddle of blood for their rituals. I have my best men out there right now scouting ahead. The cultists are amassing in great numbers, and I'd like to know why. There is a more pressing issue, however, and this is where you come in. Olgrim says that you are experienced with fighting the Ethereals. That's good. You'll need all your skills for this one. Far to the west, beyond the infested farms and the rotting croplands, there is an area teeming with ethereals that we have started calling the Gruesome Harvest. It is a fitting title as the ethereals have been gathering corpses, animal and human alike, in order to conduct their sick resurrection techniques upon them. The barn there has been giving off a blinding aether light non-stop for the last few days and nights. That is, until today. Whatever they are working on, it must be nearly finished. And knowing the ethereals, it's something monstrous. We can't risk the ethereals discovering that we know about their creation. I need someone to sneak in there and destroy this abomination before it even has a chance to wreak havoc upon my people. We'll only get one shot at this, so I want someone who has experience dealing with ethereal horrors to handle this mission. Been talking to Douglas? Look, I'd love to solve all the world's problems, but unfortunately I do not have the troops to send them out on a bug hunt. Douglas and the other farmers will just have to accept it for now. Perhaps later, once the ethereals and the Chthonians have been dealt with, then I can think about sending some men out to the fields to clear out this infestation. The Legion is split on two fronts. To the north, we have the Cult of Cthon.
Okay. And then just
Got
out of
something
curiosity's
you
sake,
need,
yeah, okay. I just realized I have 2 of these. I'm just gonna... Okay. Thundertouch bracers. I don't see those anywhere in here. Okay. Okay. Should be good. I'm honestly not gonna read
Keep an eye on this.
any of these.
What brings you to my forge?
Transcendent relics. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. This would be cool, but we don't have Ferber. Could make skeleton keys. Oh, we can make dynamite. Okay. Oh, it makes 3 dynamite too. Yeah, there we go. Storm's Edge. Spellfire Wand. I just don't know what they're expecting to be like. Also, does this really say one crafts an enchanted? Oh god, sorry. Crafts an enchanted item appropriate to your level of magical or even rare quality. With a bonus chance of generating extremely rare items. Weird. Oh, okay. All right.
Don't get
Come
killed
see
out
what's left
there.
of my wares.
All right, we got some amulets to think about.
Put it to good use.
All right. Cold damage to ill omen. I feel like okay. So we lose health. We're gaining DPS. Losing a chunk of resistance though. I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, I still don't think that's worth it.
See anything you like? Iron well spent.
Okay. Let's just start walking this way and exploring a bit. Now, I'm pretty sure this is a tool to say, don't go this way. But I want to see what happens if I go this way.
I can't do that yet.
Made it. I don't know if it was worth it, but I made it. Kaboom. Ethereal rifts. That's something new. Oh. Where is this taking me? Port Valberry outskirts. Where the heck am I? Port Valberry. Where? Oh boy. Oh my god, I'm way the heck over here now. I don't even know if there is a rift over here. I don't know, let's, I guess, explore till we die or something. Woo! I'm just gonna summon my dudes on top of these people now.
That skill's not ready.
Fascinating. Lots of undead. Okay. I'll say these guys do hurt. I'm so just curious about this entire zone. Like, is this DLC content that I just don't know about? Ow. Jeez. Let's, might as well drink our last little thing here, huh? Or kill all the dudes in this house, why not? Alright. Now all these areas that are just covered in like this green don't touch me goo really just has me curious as to like, alright, what is supposed to be the solution to getting by all this? Also smart on the devs to be like, let's just reuse all the creatures we've already been using throughout the story, just texture them a little greener, a little creepier, and bada bing bada boom. New set of enemy types. Most players are gonna be like, oh, you just recolored it, what lazy developers. And like, do you see all the other stuff the developers did for you? No, you don't. A lot of the times you don't, because it's like VFX in movies, you know, like half the time you know you did a good job if no one ever saw your work. And the only time you ever hear about people noticing work like that is when it's bad. Very rarely get to hear about like, oh, this good design, this good system put into this game. I only hear that from like the most hardcore of users. Oh boy. Exalted stash. Ooh. I can't use it yet. There we go. I'm wondering, is that truly like the solution is just to dodge across everything? There we go. here.
I can't do that yet.
All right. Here we go.
Skill's not ready.
It's been a good grind for Aether Crystals so far, but I'm still struggling to see the point in this zone. Yep, Port Valbury. Port Valbury outskirts. Guess I've got a point here. Where should I spend it? Into cunning. Alright. Now we got a hard fight. Never mind. Was not that hard. And we get the Fiend. Assuming I could put it on my shield. I guess not. Alright. Put it on that shield instead. Still just exploring just to see what's going on in this location. Like, okay. %65 chance every time I use it, so a coin flip in my favor. Herald of the Stars. Ooh, boy. Okay. Ooh. Oh, we did it. Salt Core Bolter. The city is rotting. Requires a skeleton key. Should have just made one. I just need like a way to grind for that Chthonian blood is the problem. Alright, well that tells me what's the point of this place. It has a skeleton key dungeon. Aether crystal, thank you very much. All right. Okay. That's pretty much it. We pretty much explored the whole... No, because that's the gate. That's the gate right there. So I guess we can just go to this section and then be on our way. Alright then. That is all we can do. Although, I guess... Let's actually go back. Let's go back. Let's go... It's because then we can portal back to a settlement, make a skeleton key, and do this dungeon. Yeah, let's do that. Still an absolute crazy thing that we just happened upon all this by just forcing our way through. I guess the conflagration is where we were, is my guess. Yeah, Fort Valbury, we did it.
I do the best I can with what I've got.
Skeleton key. A glyph of disorder. Hmm. Oh, this could be good. If we got all the pieces in this set.
Don't get killed out there.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Yeah. Not alright. Level. Well, what level? 42. That's too far away. Okay. That should be good enough. Weird that they put the personal rift there, even though it's up here. Alright. Maybe I should have read the note about this before going in. Alright. Let's actually look at the things going on. So we move faster. Monsters have health regen. They deal chaos damage and piercing damage. Okay. Oh boy, that hurt. when your constitution runs out, you can no longer regenerate health quickly when out of combat. Yeah, okay, so that's the over health bar. Interesting, that's like, alright, you'll no longer regen health. Oh? A different section of Port Valbury. We're technically still in the dungeon because I can't open a portal here. Port Valbury's Mirror's Journal.
That skill's not ready.
That level up was clutch. Oh boy. Whew. That was tough. I definitely almost died. doing good, making good progress. Alright.
That skill's not ready.
Alright. Made it through all that. This. All right.
I can't do that yet.
Oof. It's the worst when they die and leave stuff on the ground. You're just fighting in all the goo. Or I guess they're throwing grenades, huh? That's what they want. It looked like I was hitting that dude through the wall. That was weird. I'm gonna get some full health skeletons first. Oh, and do this level up. Okay. Just get further away from the guy. Alright. One more. There we go. Let's throw some in physique now. Come over here. We got no more devotion points, right? Oathkeeper. Alright. Oh, we still can't even deal with him. Ooh. Wasn't paying attention to the health. Can't be doing that. Stressful. I either gotta die or beat this in 20 minutes. Flames of Albury. Okay. Alright.
Skill's not ready.
Ugh. Each of these encounters is making me like hold my breath.
That skill's not ready.
Oof. Keep almost dying. Oh, again. Wasn't looking at my health bar, and then all of a sudden it's super, super low. That was the wrong way to dodge. Almost cost me my life. Oh. Woo. Things are getting dangerous. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh boy, I can breathe. I can breathe now. That was intense. And we didn't even make it all the way through. Ugh. Drink some water real quick. Well, I say we read some of these notes that we found. Let's just part 3. Interesting, we didn't find part 4. Alright. The city is rotting. That's what we found just outside of the gate. Men here have mercy. How much more can go wrong in this rotting city? When the dumping grounds in Old Town started overflowing with refuse, people started piling up their garbage in the streets. When that wasn't enough, the heavy rains flooded the dumps and caused the retaining walls to break, unleashing a deluge of filth and rot into the district. Those that haven't already left are getting sick. Soon there won't be anyone left in the oldest part of town. To make matters worse, the city guard has begun rounding up anybody that speaks up about the recent catastrophes. They search our carts and our homes without asking. Many blatantly steal and look us in the eye as they do it as if daring us to lash out. If you resist, they arrest you. If they suspect you are plotting against the authorities, they arrest you. Is there no justice left in Valbury? I stopped by Old and Helen's home the other day to find their door broken in and marked with a strange symbol. I'm told Helen was a suspected witch and Old was taken in for questioning for harboring her all these years. Never heard a more preposterous thing. I left quickly lest somebody accuse me too. This was my home, but now it feels like a dark, strange place. It no longer feels safe. As you requested, I have made contact with many of the less reputable arrivals here at port, made it clear to them that big changes are on the horizon, and permitted them to smuggle in contraband unchecked. In exchange, some of the sailors are now working for me to spread rumors, gather information, and eliminate unwanted interruptions if need be. The rumor regarding an impending rise in taxes is caught like wildfire, and townspeople are rightfully displeased. We also successfully diverted all garbage collection to the already overflowing dump in Old Town. The nearby homeowners are naturally very upset by this, and I suspect complaints will soon be arriving at the mayor's office for you to intercept. So long as you keep the mayor oblivious to the larger problems arising in Port Valbury, we should be able to stir up a mob within weeks. Already, I am receiving word of growing dissent in taverns and secret gatherings to discuss city matters. The city is reaching a boiling point. The fear-mongering regarding witches has also turned up far more candidates than we even anticipated. Paranoid or simply selfish people are reporting their neighbors for completely innocent acts, but is all the excuse the city guards needs to apprehend these women and bring them to the docks, where our new associates smuggle them to Malmouth. I take particular delight when I see a noble woman brought through my doors, knowing that some rich, pompous family is forever ruined by rumors and spite, but it will not be long before they all burn for the injustices they enjoyed for generations. Jaron Port Valbury, Harbor Master. So I believe then, yeah, what we were experiencing was expansion content for the Malmouth expansion. Port Valbury Mayor's Journal. It has become quite obvious that I have angered some very determined enemies. No less than 3 assassinations attempts in many weeks. Outrageous. My position is not that important to the Empire to warrant such aggression. Nor am I that despised by any of the factions within the city, not to my knowledge. No, this doesn't feel politically driven. It's as if it was a personal vendetta with the identities of the assassins pointing in several disparate directions. It is difficult to paint the full picture. I need more information. My advisors now insist that I have 4 guards with me at all times. What a bother. Advisor Aldrich has suggested that until we know more about the nature of my attackers, I should avoid all public hearings to minimize risk. I believe he is using this as an opportunity to solidify his position, but he is not wrong either. For now, I will play to his tune and stay out of public affairs. Aldrich and the rest of the council will attend to the public while I delve to the bottom of this plot against me. Calistrian, Mayor of Port Valbury. So we kind of have an out-of-order Page's journal here. Several of our neighbors have moved away. They've had enough of the growing garbage problem and the sudden surge in crime here in Old Town. We're near in Shara, the latest to leave. Shara was crying when she begged us to come with them, but our business is here and we can't just pack up. Food around the city is starting to be rationed, shops are closing, Alden and I are keeping our shop open, and he has started hiding cheese and other food down in the basement just in case. He says, I wonder if maybe Shara was right, maybe we should be leaving too. Men broke into the shop, they cleaned out the store and shattered Alden's legs when he resisted. The bone was sticking right through the skin of his thigh, and I don't know what to do. The only doctor is in Hightown, but the bridge has been blocked off by the guards. I wrapped it as best I could, but it still bleeds occasionally. We've been hiding in the basement since that night. Alden wakes up from time to time, but he seems confused and feverish. We should have left weeks ago when the others did. Occasionally I hear Someone entering upstairs and rummaging through the shelves. I hope that they don't discover the stairwell leading down here. I'm so scared. Last night I heard somebody scream. When I went upstairs to check, I saw some people wandering the streets, but it was a strange, aimless sort of walk. Nobody spoke. Then I heard the scream again, and I turned my head to a most grisly sight. A putrid thing of foul flesh dragged a man out of some rubble and disemboweled him. I stifled a scream of my own and quickly ran back downstairs. All the commotion had caused my husband to stir, and he stood up for the first time in days, but his eyes were glazed over and dull, and his movements, like the people outside, his skin was chalk white, and his chest did not move with the rhythmic breathing of the living. Hand shaking, I grabbed the revolver he gave me and pointed it at his head. He did not talk. He did not even try to move out of the way. He just kept approaching me in slow, unsteady gait. At that moment, I understood what wandered the streets outside, and I clenched my tear-swollen eyes as I pulled that trigger. I can't sleep anymore. My husband's body lies next to me, a hole in his skull. There's nothing left for me here. It's time to go before no hope of escape remains. Before my strength has left me, I have to run until my legs can carry me no further, away from Valbury, away from my shattered life. Oh! What good storytelling that all was. There's some good lore in this game, honestly.
Safe storage.
Alright.
No questions asked.
Well, first, let's put all this stuff in there. Bindings of Bismael. Yeah. Do I have any? I do. Okay, so I do have blues. Okay. No. No. I'll keep my boots now. Alright, well, let us sell it all. Hey, Tetris.
See anything you like?
There we go.
Iron well spent.
And then we got 5 minutes left in the stream. Let's just run back to Devil's Crossing and go to the inventor real quick.
Let's take a look, shall we? Bring me back something interesting.
Okay.
Got something good stashed.
Just this. Okay, weird. Oh, you don't. Sure. Oh, wait. Just... okay, we'll go with that. Sure. Shua. Alright. So... we have made our way through all of this. Did even all of this today, too. Connected this bridge over here. Made it to the settlement. Then we ended up over there. Wow, we did not make it far out of the settlement. So, my guess is, since that's expansion content, I was definitely not supposed to go here and through that. I was supposed to go out this way or that way. So we got to deal with the Dermapteran eggs and the ethereal amalgamation. And if we want to, we can do that side quest where we go backtrack back to the mountain deeps to try and find this dude's sister. But I'm gonna call that for today. Thank you any and all for watching or listening. We do this stream every weekend for Extra Life. You can go to the donation link up at the top of the screen or down in the description. Any money donated is greatly appreciated. It goes towards a good cause, helping out sick kids at Phoenix Children's Hospital. I hope you have a lovely rest of your weekend and a great rest of your week. Go do something fun for me, okay?